And at the line, Peter Reitbosch, the sophomore walk-on out of St. Ignatius High School, already a career-high 7 points for him. And it's good on the first. He came on early, and we were surprised, Stephen. I wasn't expecting it. He came on early in the first half, and he played well, so he got continual minutes in the game.
Well, I'm sure Oliver Purnell is rewarding him with playing time based on what he's been doing in practice. It's not unusual for players that kind of come out of nowhere to contribute because they bring it each and every day. It's one of the hardest things for college coaches to get college players to understand is the necessity to bring it every single day, whether you pick up with your girlfriend, whether you do bad on a test, you still got to come in here in the afternoon and practice and bring it.
Sekile committed the foul on the rebound, and it puts DePaul over the limit. Ooh, smile on the face of Coach Purnell for a moment.
Well, you'll see those looks, that type of look on coaches' faces this time of year all over the country because they'll be shaking their head at some things their players do. It's just the nature of college basketball.
Freeman misses on the free throw. Here come Blue Demons. McDonald getting baseline to the reverse and a finish. Sekile. 6 for Greg Sekile. Some pressure in the backcourt here. And the pass ahead. Shine on the drive in on Reitbosch. Reitbosch calling the foul offensive. Reitbosch was waiting for him, and Torrey Shine obliged.
It's pretty obvious right there. Just Price telling them to lay the ball off on the pass. Just make a simple play. Don't have to be a hero every time you have the basketball.
Deep three by Garrett. Reitbosch again knocked out of bounds. It belongs to DePaul. My goodness, he's been active.
I'm telling you, you know he's in the game.
Yeah.
He's going to do something positive for his team every time he's on the floor. And I think there's an epidemic of guys being too cool in college basketball, not willing to do dirty work, not willing to get on the floor and mix up a little bit. Those guys are invaluable.
Brockett at the elbow. And the rebound to Shine. Romir. Freeman back to Cromir. Romir. Penetration and dish. Dandridge may have had it partially blocked by Sekile. Out of bounds. Going to belong to DePaul. Not sure if Sekile got a piece of that or not. He did. Just missed at point-blank range. Let's see if we can pick it up.
Yeah, I think Dandridge was thinking dunk, but it seemed like he overshot it a little bit. But yeah, Sekile got a hand on there.
Did get a hand up, yep. Some pressure in the backcourt now. A little bit of a trap by Grambling. Blue Demons move across.
Well, coach is trying to work on a couple of new wrinkles here defensively. Seeing some pressure from both sides.
Yeah, and again, out of the corner, that's McDonald. And again, Stephen, at this stage of the game in a non-conference game like this, you do see some of those things, or maybe they'll call timeout with just 3 seconds go on the shot clock, or maybe at the end of the first half as DePaul did to work on certain things, I would imagine.
Oh, for sure. Right there.
Even though the game situation doesn't dictate you do that.
Right. And I'm glad. I think these coaches know each other, and so there's no rubbing it in the face in terms of pressuring at this point. Despite the score.
Freeman delivers. 78-46. Remember, Grambling didn't even average 50 points a game last year. McGee will head to the line. I think that's it for Dandridge. Stephen Dandridge picks up his 5th. Disappointing return to Chicagoland area for Dandridge. Dalton, Illinois, Thorn Ridge High School. Finishes with just 2 points in the contest. He picked up 2 fouls early in the first half. Only played 2 minutes in the entire first half.
I like what Coach Joseph Price is doing with Dandridge as well. He's upset that he fought out of the game, but he's held him up for a second, making teaching points because he knows he's a neat big fellow throughout the season. It burns right now and it stings because they're getting beat this badly, but you always get better and understand what you need to do moving forward.
McGee 1 out of 2 at the line. DePaul leads it by 33. Cormier on the drive with a floater high off the glass. This is McGee. McDonald whirling into the lane. Oh, and he delivers the right hand on a throw and move.
McDonald went from Inglewood to Lincoln Park on that move and didn't get called for a travel.
Big step, Stephen.
I guess so.
Long spider.
Yeah, that's a lot of territory to cover.
Yes, it is. Under 5 minutes to go the game. Here's McDonald. Well, Oliver Purnell has some interesting pieces to work with. It'll be something that everybody Big East will keep an eye on and see how he puts this thing together. And he's got some big pieces on this roster as well.
Definitely more front line help this season with Sekile, Rick Ross, Hamilton, Marchus.
What was already in place, though, Stephen, was the 1-2 punch we talked about earlier today, and that's Cleveland Melvin and Brandon Young together came in averaging roughly 33 points a game between them.
Yeah, they've never really had a problem scoring the basketball. Their problem has been lack of leadership. Neither one of those guys are really leaders. I think they're expecting Billy Garrett Jr. to come in and provide that role, even as a freshman.
That's a lot to ask.
It is a lot to ask.
It really is.
Yeah, but if you lack it, you don't have it from your classroom. You got to find it somewhere. There's no knock against Cleveland Melvin or Brandon Young. That's just not the type of players they are. You have natural leaders. You have guys that like to assume that role, and then you have guys that can really score basketball. That's what Young and Melvin do.
Billy Garrett committed the foul here, precipitating these free throws by Chase Comier, who makes it on the first. You have to score it from the field. 6 points from the free throw line for Comier, freshman point guard. And again, you talk about young leadership. Well, Grambling is expecting Comier to be their leader at the point spot.
Well, you know, it's much easier for him to come in and do that with the team that was winless last year.
Here's steal off the track. Comier, and is it basket interference? Or waving off the field goal. Basket interference. Chandler Thomas took it in when it was in the cylinder.
I thought it came out, but yeah, that's close.
That is close.
Yeah, but the officials have done an excellent job this afternoon. They've been all over it.
It's a cue ball from the outside for R.J. Currington in the ball game for the first time. 12 different DePaul players have scored. Straight down the lane, Shine. He's had quite a second half. 14 second half points for A.J. Shine.
They get Rose back. They'll have another score that they count on.
And the tip to Kile, and going down hard on that play. Now getting up is Wendell Clinton.